Misfortune was always fortunate enough to grace her soul. She was constantly being told by strangers that she wasn't exactly what you would call ugly. But then again, on the other hand, she wasn't exactly what some would call quite cute either. Always had her head hung down low so no one would know that tears would tend to drench her face like sweating with fever. Neither confident nor secure with her own being, she was constantly seeing herself as inadequate and far less than average. Self-hate would manifest itself while embarrassment would secure its position from all the teasing and harassment. You would think that she had the plague or some type of incurable disease, the way people would separate themselves from her. Making her feel awkward and uncomfortable in her own skin, she would tend not to smile. Her neck had a permanent bend from looking down to the ground for so long because she hadn't taken the time to look up to the sky in quite a while now. She wore abuse as if it were a peril, so if her eye was ever on the sparrow, you would never know it because she would never take the time to show it when she would walk out into the sunshine. And sometimes she would just rather be alone because doors were never meant to be open, just closed. And keys were never designed to pick locks. They only served as a constant reminder that she will never be free. And then she turns around and marries someone that really doesn't care too much about her. So then she has to say, player, regardless of what you say, I am and will always be somebody. Those foolish words that you let fall out of your mouth with reckless abandonment will never dictate the woman that I am and created and destined to be. You see, I be fearfully and wonderfully made. That means you have no choice but to sit back and respect the workmanship of the master builder. My DNA is handcrafted from greatness, so that means I can do anything but fail. So anything you can do, best believe I can do it better, baby. I can do anything better than you. You have the nerve to tell me that if I left you that I would never fly, but check this out here. Now, Heather floats. Had the nerve to tell me that you would never lie, but now I can clearly see the truth is nowhere to be found in you. And it's hard for me to deal with the evil that men do to a woman that truly respected and loved you, and it was 10 years. 10 long years that I had your back regardless of the strongholds in your life. I fasted and prayed for you day and night, so I more than earned the title of a loving wife. So check this out here, player. I be priceless, but you chose not to see the value in me. More precious than a ruby or a diamond could ever be. Took care of you and another woman's seed. Washed your dirty drawers just as well as your dishes. Now tell me, player, do you really think that you're gonna find another woman in the streets to do the things for you that I did? I think not. Spent way too many nights praying and wishing that we could be happily ever after. Yet still our home never contained an atmosphere of joy and laughter. It was always heartache and pain. All I could ever remember was heartache and pain. Way too tired of cleaning up crimson stained carpets from bloody lips and black eyes. And it really didn't matter how hard I tried. I could never contain the beast that you held inside, but it was my fault because I had the game twisted. See, what I tried to do was take my half and combine it with your half and get one whole person. But instead what we ended up with was two fools living in an apartment full of nothing but heartache and resentment. And you had it all in me, but now you fall on your hands and knees and you beg and plead for me because you realize that without me the grass is not greener on the other side of the street. And I fertilized your garden with the motion of love and trust, but you had no choice but to fulfill your flesh and its lust. So now I have no choice but to release myself from you and your twisted version of love. And I must admit that when I finally got the courage to leave you, you had me on my knees praying, dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. Dear God, please, all I really want to be is a bird. But no matter how hard I cried, I could never sprout wings. No matter how hard I prayed, I never sprouted wings. So that must mean I must stand because I am a mighty oak whose roots are planted by the spring of living water. And no matter how hard the wind blows, no matter how hard it blows, I cannot be moved. So you can sit back, watch me float, because now I can hear you calling in the air tonight. Hold on. See, I've been waiting for this moment for just about all of my life, so I'll hold on. And when the sun finally set and the moon took its place in the sky and the light of day was disguised by night, I hid from all the shadows of success because for some reason I perceived that success just wasn't for me. And you don't have time to focus on all the discomforts of life. I need you to know that you are not alone. See, I felt those same discomforts too, and you knew that you were meant for greater things, but greater things seem to never come, yet you still hold on. I see you, babies. Razor blades cut the inside of legs to release the blood flow just as well as the pain. So much pain can't explain the way it makes you feel to satisfy your flesh. Those nasty, lying, deceiving voices of self-hate told you to do it, and for a minute you listen to it, but it's okay, babies, because we gon' get it right tonight. You can and will make it to fulfill the number of days you are allotted to be on this earth. Your self-worth is far above the price of rubies. If you could only see the things that I see, your faith would sure enough grow. See, only you know the thing that causes your heart to flutter like butterfly wings in springtime. Mine just so happens to be this here poetry. Knowing he gave me this gift, unwrapped, untapped levels of anointing flowing down my head instead of the sweat from dread of failing, I still find the strength to hold on. And when the weight of this world seems too heavy, my pen and pad, they become strong, and I begin to flex my spoken word. See, ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. What I mean is I'm blessed, highly favored, called by God to do this. Wow. That's why you feel it in your bones when I spit. It's butterfly wings in springtime. But my faith determines how high I will climb. I have a divine appointment with my own destiny. See, I'm meant to be prosperous, meant to be loved, meant to be free, but I had to stop listening to those lying voices, start making better choices concerning me. See, every time I speak life over my negative situation, my surroundings change. I had to mentally rearrange my thought patterns. Hold on. Hold on. And a change gonna come. Thank you, guys.